Hi everyone. I got mastitis. Not fun. Feeling terrible. Now I don't look as bad as I did last night. Although my boob has gotten quite reddish. Not very visible on camera. But yeah, a few nights ago, Owen was up for 4 hours straight, and I was so tired. And after everything, I didn't feel like getting up and pumping. So I ended up with mastitis, and I slept late that day because my oldest daughter, she's like, "Don't wake up, mommy." I woke up a tiny bit, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you." They were watching a movie, so and my husband's radio is here, so he's staying home taking care of me. He's not right here right now. He went to get some more medicine. So, yeah. But so I didn't eat breakfast properly. They found themselves snacks, but I did not eat breakfast properly. I didn't eat lunch properly. And I'd been working, not overdoing it. If I hadn't had all of this happening with it, I wouldn't have gotten mastitis, but I'd been overdoing it, I guess, a little bit. I've been keeping up with housework. And yeah, so, and I've been using bras that were a bit too tight. So ladies, and if any, yeah, ladies, do get yourself bras that fit you properly, not too tight, even though you're like, oh, maybe they're just a bit on the tight side. Get yourself new ones that are not on the tight side, because mastitis is not worth it. And then you end up putting a lot of money into getting medicine and stuff. So I'd rather buy myself good bras, and which I'll do, but for now, for the next few days, I'll be wearing tank tops only. And I had almost the perfect plan, except for I had the bras and then one rough night and doing too much. So you can plan a lot of things, but there's no 100% way to prevent mastitis. So, and I had been, after this birth, I had been taking encapsulated placenta pills, but I stopped taking those 2 weeks ago because I wanted to save them for another time when I needed them. So if I might have taken those, maybe the supplement would have been enough to help get me a better chance of preventing it. But now I took 3 instead of 1 like I did before. So yeah, just figured I would update, and I'll continue to update, and then I'll put this video together and upload it. So by the time this video is up, we'll see what we had to do to help get rid of it. I did take tinctures for mastitis that I got from a midwife last night. I did take baths. I've taken cold water baths because I've been having fever, and up to 39, it was going between 38 and 39. It was going up and down, up and down. And at one point it went to 37.1. But then it went right back up, and sadly. And yesterday I didn't do something earlier because it wasn't red. I had all the other symptoms. It was hurting a lot after lunch yesterday, so I just drank a hydrating drink. Around here they are called sueros, so yeah. And I took a bath, but that didn't help, and after that the fever kicked in. So, and by evening I knew I had to get medicine going. And yeah, my back's been really achy, and apparently we have a fly inside because my girls loved playing outside yesterday, so after lunch. So that's my life right now. Lots of pumping, lots of feeling terrible, and hoping the fever goes down, and feeling just overall not so good. So finally feeling a lot better. I was having, my fever lasted, I guess, 2 days, because the same day I made that other video, which will be in the same video, but anyway, that I filmed before, my fever still broke, and in the evening, after having given up hope, because I was talking to some other people and they had been having fever for even up to a week, and I just thought, okay, well, mine is going up and down, and it's just not disappearing even with medicine. I started antibiotics. I did take paracetamol, which is supposed to help get rid of fever. It did not. And so yeah, I took the placenta pills. I took 3, and so I do think that they did one of the biggest things for me. I was pumping, and then at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening, my fever finally broke. It did go up one more time. It went to 37 point some. I think 37.7. It went up one more time for a little bit. But like half an hour later, my temperature was back to 36 point, I don't know what. Anyway, then it was below 37 again. And yeah, at night before bed, I took 4 more placenta pills, and then the next morning I took another 3, and I had not cleared that with my midwife. Let me tell you that, because once I told my midwife what I had done, once I had taken all of those pills, I was actually informed I should not have done that. But I feel that is the thing that helped me most. And they said they warned me, or told me I shouldn't have done it because my milk supply was going to increase like crazy. So if you're looking to increase your milk supply, there you go. I did not notice it increasing my milk supply. And I just kept pumping, and other than that, I feel like that is the thing that helped me most. Cold baths, which were so terrifying. I told my husband, he said, like, now it's time for your bath, and now it's time for this, now it's time for that. I told him, well, you could stop being right all the time, because I know what he was saying was true. It was right and everything, but told him, still so annoying. Like, he could stop being right for once, because all the stuff, it wasn't fun to do, but I still had to get it done to get rid of the mastitis. So yeah, and I have been losing weight. I had my 4-week postpartum appointment, and I guess I'll include a little bit of that, because the first time, my 1-week postpartum, I don't think I did a weight video there, or like I didn't talk about my weight. I had lost at that point. I was down. I had gained at the end of my pregnancy. I was up to 80.5. Yes, 80.5. And I started out at 60. And at 5, no. I think, yeah. I didn't talk about it in my last video, but I had my 2-week postpartum. I got weight. Sorry about all that rambling. Getting my story straight, to tell you the truth. And at 2 weeks postpartum, or the day before, I had my first weigh-in, and I was down to 72 kilos. And then at my 4-week postpartum, which was the day after my mastitis, now it's a few more days after that, but yeah, the day after my mastitis, I had my 4-week postpartum appointment, and I was down to 68.2, so only 8.2 more kilos to go, and I am back to my pre-baby weight. And I think after that now I've been losing more weight, but anyway, yeah, I was poofy and like all over my body. My hands, I am now wearing my husband's wedding band, which doesn't fit him, and it's pretty loose, kind of like on me already. I could probably soon fit it back into my wedding band. He doesn't use it at work because it's been getting into a bad shape. It's very thin, worn, and yeah, so it could actually potentially hurt him at work. So now I'm wearing it, and because I fit back into that one, I was wearing a bigger wedding band, which also didn't fit me anywhere. It was a cheap ring, but yeah, and bigger, and I didn't fit into that one at the end of my pregnancy. So now that one is too loose on me. My husband's is getting too loose on me. I will fit back into my wedding band soon, which is awesome. And I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like my face has gotten thinner. And yeah, sometimes I don't get long nights. I don't get a lot of sleep here and there. It's not every night. It's not every night. And our girls they were so out of whack. We had a hard time getting them to sleep after the baby. And all this new energy in the house. So now I've started reading them bedtime stories again, because for a while there I was way too out to do that. I had a lot of energy, but by nighttime, baby and everything, then I was tired, and I figured I'll try to get them to sleep, and I'll start reading them stories sometime soon, as I feel up to it. Looking back, I should have read them the stories the whole time. It would have saved me a lot of work and energy, because read the story, man, I'm shaking. Read the story, and they go to bed, and they actually stay in bed. They rarely get back out of bed after read them a story and everything, their whole night routine. And so I should have stuck with that, and I would have saved myself a lot of work. But then again, isn't that always a retrospect? So, yeah. Now I just have to catch up with my work from having mastitis. I was starting to catch up, and then, of course, life throws you new curves and this and that. Something doesn't work out your way, and you get a whole bunch new work, and it just stays not caught up. So, yeah. Now I just got to do all that and continue getting better. But yeah, overdoing it, like that's one thing. After mastitis, once a person has mastitis, if you overdo it, it is so easy to get that back again. I was shortly after I had my mastitis, a few days later, I was trying to catch up. And right away I started feeling dizzy, lightheaded, nauseous, and my boob was sore, starting to get sore again, and I really had to halt in my tracks and, okay, let's backtrack this. Let's not get this rolling again, and really pump, and I took mastitis tincture again. So as early as I caught that one, since I was pretty fresh in my memory of having felt terrible, the mastitis tincture did enough on that one. So it did help stop it in its tracks. But the first time I was like, I'm not being a wimp. I'm not going to be a wimpy person. I do not want to complain about everything. I'm not weak. I'm strong. But then again, I know I am strong. And after everything, I know I'm strong. I have to admit that. Because evidence indicates that, apparently, with as much toothache as I've had at the end of my pregnancy and stuff like that. I think that did build up some backbone against pain for me. Because even though still no birth video, but anyway, labor wasn't that bad. I know some people might come at me for this, those who watch this far, or watch my birth video later on, which at this point I will just make Kendra's and Owen's by myself, because my husband's busy all the time. Plus he gets nervous and he's like, I don't know what to say. Like, once he gets started talking, he doesn't have a problem talking, just like me. But he doesn't know how to start, and so he hates starting. And yeah, if he wants to make opinions or something on that later, he can add them. We can upload that later. So, but I'll finally decide. I've decided I'll make the videos myself, and then at least upload them so you at least know them. So yeah, and I feel better and everything's going good. So just thought I'd let you know, tell you that, and yeah, see ya later.